Okay, my powerful MVP family, your girl Miss Bevis here again with yet another video. Today, I really want to talk about the silent tears behind the smile, a stand against bullying. I was just reading the news from Jamaica where we heard about 5 people, mass shooting again in Jamaica, 5 dead, even a little child, I think 4 years old. My God, my heart aches. But also within that news, that broadcast, they spoke about Jamaica taking a stance today, October 7th, against bullying. Um, so I just went in, I said, let me just do a little something and against bullying on behalf of Jamaica and around the world, because we know people are bullied all over the place. Um, I want to talk about what bullying is. I remembered when I left Jamaica, I did a video and, you know, persons were frustrated because I spoke about my experience. Didn't bully anybody, didn't say anything negative. I spoke about my experience, and comments were made from other people who watch the video, and they determine, they draw their own opinion from whatever was said. And my daughter got a call to ask and take the video down because they were going to file a lawsuit because of bullying. My question was, what grounds you have to stand on against me? Because they were trying to say I posted a video and the people who watched the video made their comments, and even though no names were called, nobody called any names, but the person still think that she would have a lawsuit against me because it was because of the video I made that people were talking, people were commenting about her. I said, what grounds were you going to stand on as it relates to bullying? Nobody said your name. Nobody can come to Jamaica and said, yeah, I'm talking about you or you or you. I've never put your address in any videos. I've never spoken your name. I've never spoken about any family member of yours. How are you going to say my video that I did was people were talking about you because you are watching my videos? You're not subscribed to the channel. You're just trolling me. You're just trolling. You're just watching my videos to find a reason to complain. You cannot follow around people and then when things doesn't go your way, then you call it bullying. It is sad that we don't know what bullying is, but we like to put a crutch on it and try to belittle people or try to threaten people or to make people feel out of sorts because we feel uncomfortable, even though your name wasn't called. So today I said, as Jamaica stand up, join the world in standing up for kindness, compassion, and courage. Bullying has scarred too many lives in schools, online, at work, and even in our own homes. So we shouldn't play with that thing called bullying. We shouldn't sit down and in self-pity or wallowing in self-pity and then try to blame people or try to make situations fit you, as you call it, bullying. Bullying is a tough thing. It's not an easy thing. People who go through bullying goes through a lot of pain, a lot of things that are not good, a lot of anxiety. So we shouldn't sit down and because people didn't say something nice to, even though they didn't say your name and they didn't, nobody lied on you. When people are talking about the experience, if you have been lapse in your duties and people talk about it, then that's not bullying. You can't sit and call that bullying. Then everything in life would have become a bullying issue, So we have to be careful and understand what bullying really is and stop using it to fit our lacking. Where we are lacking, then we feel like, oh, people are bullying. We shouldn't do that, especially when we're not in that position. So today we speak up. We speak for every voice that was silenced, every heart that was broken, and every dream that was dimmed by cruelty. This is not just anti-bullying day, this is a movement for healing. So again, this is not just anti-bullying day, this is also about, and this is a movement for healing, for people to get the support they need and to heal. Not for people who sit back and decide that they are being bullied because people didn't speak kindly of them when they didn't do the right thing. When you did things that were not so good and people talk about it, then you try to see how you can make things better. You don't sit and cry, oh my God, woe is me. No, we become stronger, we become better. If you did something or you promised something that you didn't fulfill and somebody talks about it, then you just shake it and say, yeah, she's right. This was promised to her and we never get it done. This needed to be done, we never get it done. She's right, she didn't have this and she didn't have that. But and just leave it alone. So, next time I will do better. I'm in the business to do so and so and so, so I'll make it better. Instead of making it, trying to push somebody down and try to make somebody, threatening people, take it down because I don't like it. I don't like what people said. Let us stop that. That's not, I could have cried bullying too when you come in to make it seem like I did something, you're threatening a lawsuit. But I didn't. I became the bigger person. What is bullying? Bullying is intentional harm, repeated over time, meant to make someone feel small, unwanted, or powerless. Somebody talk about their experience, that's not bullying. At no point was that video done to make anybody feel small or to feel unwanted or to feel powerless. It comes in many forms. It comes as verbal, physical, emotional, or digital, which they call cyberbullying. Sometimes it's loud and visible. Other times it's silent. A look, a whisper, an exclusion. The victim often feels alone, anxious, ashamed, or invisible, wondering, why me? Why me? Why do they have to pick on me? Why do they have to, a lot of people look at people and because they're fat, they feel like they should body shame them or they should make them. And I say to people, whether you're fat or you're skinny, embrace who you are. Love, love, love who you are. Love yourselves. And a lot of times that's how you're going to shame the bully. Because if they see that when they come at you, you quail up and you feel, then they will keep coming. But when they talk about you, when then you know what? Just look at all the attributes that are great about you. As I said, being fat is not a shame. You're not the only one. When I went to my doctor to say, my body is broken, help me. He says, I said, my weight, I don't know, going through menopause, I'm getting the weight. He says, don't worry about the weight, let's deal with the headaches. And I'm thanking God that that's how he thought. He wasn't somebody to say, well, you have to go do surgery to lose the weight. You have to go do... No, I could get up and walk. I can get up and move around. And to help me, get some of the weight down. So I'm thankful for him that he didn't look at me and say, well, let's work on the weight. Oh my God, you're too... He says, if there was a cure for weight loss, he said no rich people would have been fat. Every one of them would have been skinny. And that made me feel good because in truth, they're making their money, living their lives, going about their business, eating the best food. They don't care about nobody and what nobody think. But then we at this kind of level and middle income, older age, whatever we are, we're concerned. We're so concerned. Because so often we hear that everything that is bad is meant for fat people, which is not so, because the skinny are getting cancer. There's nothing that is made just for fat people. It's for all of us. So don't let them body shame you and feel like put you and quiet you. You flaunt your stuff. You carry yourselves with dignity and pride, and you be who you want to be. You don't hide your talents under bushel because some idiot doesn't like how you look or don't. You be proud and do what you have to do. A lot of times bullying comes because of jealousy, a lot of jealousy. And so let us not become invisible and wonder, why me? But you stand up for what you believe in and you go about your business. You don't have to be part of that group. You don't have to be part of nothing. You can be part of something else. You can find positive people who can appreciate you. And that's what a lot of us, we don't look for people who will appreciate us. We sneer at them because we want to be in that group over there who doesn't want us. So, of course, what more can I tell you? But we're going to finish this. Why people become bullies? Many bullies were once hurt themselves, carrying pain they never healed from. Some seek control because they feel powerless in other parts of life. Others want attention, popularity, or belonging and use cruelty as currency. They use cruelty to want to belong. They use cruelty to make people feel bad so they can feel like they can impress some idiot out there who feel like, I like how you put her in her place. I like how you set him straight. I like sick people. Instead of liking when people speak good words. Yesterday I had a student who, he came in and he was just in here and he said, this had nothing to do with bullying, but it just shows you that there are people out there who are truly caring, loving people. And he left and he says, Miss, can I take a walk? I need MH, mental health. And I said, of course. And as soon as he left, I ran out the class and I found my director and I said to him, XYZ. And he said, sure, Mrs. Sam Black. And he left right away. And he found him and he spoke with him. And he came right back. I was teaching. He came back and he whispered. He said, I did see him. I spoke to him. He needs a few minutes. He will come in soon. I said, thank you so much. And this morning I saw my director and I had to tell him, I said, I so love and appreciate you. I love and appreciate how you take the time to care. You know, I had to say that. And so we had a good conversation and, you know, it was just pleasant. I wish more people would be willing to tell somebody the good words. I have some of you on my channel who, you're not afraid to tell me how much you appreciate me. And I love it. I bask in it. I bask in it because this is how we need to treat one another. You know, this is how we need to treat one another. And again, but hurt people don't have to hurt people. All of us went through, as children going to school, in the 60s, we went through bullying too. We went through bullying, but I don't like to see people unhappy. I don't like it. If I don't get along with you, I walk away and I leave you in your space. I walk away. I don't like the conflicts. I don't like the chest beating. I don't like them kind of stuff. I don't like it. And so, before I have to do that, I part ways with people. Not angry at anybody, but I part ways. Because I don't want to beat my chest for nobody. And I don't have the time to, you did say this or you did say that. Because a lot of people, they strive on that, you know. They'll come to you and they start a conversation and you openly said what you had to say about what they came and mentioned. And because you shared your thought, they feel like you're a bad person. And then when things doesn't work out, you stop giving to them. They run and say, oh, she did say this or she did say that. They don't talk about how it started or why it started. And to say it wasn't said in a mean way. It was just suggesting so and so. Nope. They try to make it become a negative, a provocative conversation so that people start getting other ideas. So you learn to just, regardless, you don't have to be part of them. You can move away. When they're loud and you see them, the contrary, and you see them, you can step away from them and so that you can heal your body, heal your mind, and know that God is good and God is sitting there waiting. Healing begins when we face our own pain instead of passing it on to others. So we all went through it. Your hair never long enough, your skin never light enough, your body never small enough. It's always something. They never look at how bright you were. They never look, if you are bright and the teachers like you, oh yeah, your teacher's pet. Look for you, you're telling about your teachers. It never ends. That's human's nature. So today I'm just calling out, as they promote the anti-bullying thing, that we ourselves are trying to find that backbone, that backbone where we can step back and says, so they don't want me in their group, it's okay. I just pray that we don't have to take the route to fall apart and become anxious and start suffering from mental illness because we feel weak, we feel like, we can't go on without. No, we can go on. We went through it and we didn't have, in our time coming all the way up, we never had social services. We never had counselors. We never have nothing at all. We had to deal with it and keep moving. And so I'm just saying, the mirror that speaks. I saw a bully today, but not the kind you think. He looked like fear hiding behind a wink. His words were daggers sharp but scared. His laughter hollow, his eyes unprepared. I saw a victim today as well, head low, heart frail, carrying dreams that refuse to sail. But when the mirror caught them both side by side, I saw the truth neither could hide. Both were broken, both were bruised, both wore pain they never chose or used. And in that glass, reflection spoke clear. Heal your heart, and kindness will appear. For every bully can learn to be kind, and every victim can rise unconfined. Together we mend, together we stand, ending the cycle hand in hand. So my people, how can we change things around? How can we make things different? Here are a few things that we can do. We can speak up when we see bullying. Silence protects the bully, not the victim. Teach empathy. Help children feel before they act. Create safe spaces in schools, workplaces, and online communities. Support both sides. Victims need love. Bullies need guidance. Model kindness daily. Even small gestures can save a life. Today, let's make a promise to see beyond the smile, to listen beyond the words, and to care beyond the surface. Because sometimes, somewhere, right now, a child is crying in silence, and your kindness could be their reason to hold on. Jamaica, the world is watching. The world is watching. Let's be the generation that ends bullying with love, with strength, with unity. Stand tall. Speak kind. Stop bullying. And understand this, guys, that my poem might be about, I don't want you to think it's just about children. Because adults, wives, husbands, I've seen husbands whose wives, because their husband is in a more menial position, education is not so great. I've seen them being bullied. I've seen them being asked to shut up because they don't know better. They don't know anything. I've seen them trying to do the right thing and they're slighted or put down in public spaces. I've seen husbands who chose one drink for themselves and they're ridiculed for choosing the drink they choose. I've seen it. I've heard husbands who ask simple questions and the voice that responds and the words that are spoken are just mind-blowing. So let's get it clear. Bullying is not only with children. Bullying also happens in grown-up relationships, in workplace relationships. Bullying is what it is. Weak, coward people who try to make others feel small. Again, as I said, I will reference my situation. When I did my video, I in no way, shape, or form belittled anyone. As a matter of fact, I did give positive words. I said they were great. I had no problems with them. And so when they claim that I was bullying them or I allowed people to bully them, that is very, very far from the truth. Let us not use terms that are thrown out there to find a way for it to fit our situations. When we have done wrong, let us stand up to the wrong. Let us learn to say, I'm sorry, and we move on. Don't try to hold people hostage to these things to make people feel bad. I am thankful I can assess situations for myself. I can analyze it, and I can look to see where, if I did wrong, I'm going to apologize. But if I didn't do anything wrong, I am not going to sit and allow somebody to tarnish or to make me feel bad about something I didn't do. Guys, let us look out for one another. Let us pray for one another and uplift one another. Let us just be there. Let us just be there. We're all human beings. The same flesh and the same blood. We might have a little bit more than others, but we're nothing. We're nothing. We're just like the grass out there. We up today, we down tomorrow. So let us just learn to love. Love the barefoot man. Love the rasta-head man with him not up. Love the man who bathe every day and smell fresh. Love the man who don't have the water for bathe, but him out there and him a breathe the same air we are breathe. When him exhale, we are sucking some of him exhale out as well as the plants them exhale it too, inhale it too. So let us not be proud, and let us not be selfish, and let us not sit and harbor these things that breeds the what you call them, those things, the germs of bullying. We don't need to act like we're better than anybody, because we're all the same. We eat, we drink, we breathe the oxygen, we breathe out carbon dioxide, we drop dead, we body decompose, and tomorrow we are only bone left. So let us just learn to love one another and be respectful. We don't have to, as I said, we don't have to be in love with everybody, but we can be respectful and we can be kind, because it's so much easier. When we are angry, it balls up things in your chest. And you have to stay angry and remember to be angry, because when you see people, you need to be angry and you need to play the role of anger. And so we feed the bad things of bullying, because we need to act like we're bigger, we're better, we're better. Anytime you hear them out there with the big loudness and the carrying on, and it's because they're lacking. Something is lacking. And as I said, the bully needs support, just like the bullied need support. Be good to yourself, my people. Make it a great day by choice. And as you go forth, just sow seeds of kindness, regardless of what's going on. As I said, it's just what it is. It's just sad, you know. We have the little boy, forgot his name, high school, 12 years old, and had the accident with the little foreign kid, and now he's out there. He's out there afraid to come home. What was said to him? A lot of people feel like, oh, we never beat him. But them wicked words we speak out of our mouth, it better we did beat them and shut them out, because the lick pick me forget it, then laugh at it. Later on, them gang up and they say, Lord, remember when? But when you speak those wicked words, a lot of kids take off and they never look back. So let us be careful. Let us be careful. Let us be careful. Let us all be careful. And just if we can be good. If you can be good, be careful, but walk good. All right.